Please explain what you exactly mean by saying wake the beast. Well, Blitchin, it's very simple. Wake the beast is a call to action. It's a call to a part of you, Blitchin, that maybe you've lost contact with. We live in very peaceful times, relatively. Not only has the FBI demonstrated that violent crime is on a 10-year decline, but violence is something that most of us won't have to use on a daily basis. Long gone are the days when men had to carry swords on their person at all times to protect against an assault or an outburst of violence. Again, we live in very peaceful times compared to the 17th century, where you had the Battle of Sekigahara in Japan, where 45,000 men cut each other down in just a few hours, right? With swords, not guns, swords, right? So we live in peaceful times, and this has made us different. It used to be that the odds of you making it into your 20s without confronting mortal combat were very slim. So those time periods required a different approach, a different mindset that men had to have. In those days, a man had to wake up each day with the belief that he might die. He had to be prepared for that. And that sort of preparation gave him a mindset that we don't have anymore. Like, for example, if you take today seriously and realize that today you might actually die, and by virtue of that, you prepare for that inevitable death by focusing on your efforts. If this were perhaps your last day of work, would you not perhaps do your best work if you thought that this would be the last opportunity to work? If you were convinced that death could come at any moment, how would you be when it came to your children or your spouse? Would you not love them more dearly, knowing and realizing that today could be the last time you have an opportunity to do that? So understanding and accepting the fragility of life and the presence of death can lead to a focused existence. It can lead to waking that beast inside of you, that beast of passion, that flame of desire that used to burn in your chest when you were a kid, right? Remember how ambitious you were when you were a child? Remember how you could go on for hours and hours about what you wanted to do with your life? What about now? Where's that beast of passion now? Do you still have it? Or has it gone to sleep?
What's up, everybody? This is the first in a series of my favorite Twitch streamers. This is, of course, Wake the Beast, as you can see on top. He's a live streamer on Twitch that streams discussions, particularly pertaining to men. Meditations of Men is his show, his podcast, his talk show, essentially. I suggest, if you've never heard of him, now you have, so definitely go check him out. He's a great inspiration to me. He's a very eloquent speaker. He's a fascinating mind, and in a day and age where there's very little being contributed intellectually across the various social media platforms, his takes are quite refreshing and definitely engaging. And he's not afraid to engage with you. If you show up to his show and you want to have a discussion with him, practically on a daily basis is when he streams. Typically anywhere between 4 to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I want to say. But yeah, being on the East Coast, it's kind of difficult to catch a stream sometimes. But nevertheless, I found myself on many occasions just either trying to stay up or waking up specifically for the sole purpose of catching his stream, because he's a man of such wisdom and knowledge that it would behoove me to tune in any chance I get. Wanted to create a figure of him to show my gratitude and my ability, and I hope that comes across in this video. And I know I've been away for a while, but I'm back with a bang, and you're gonna see a lot more of me. If you want to see a lot more of me, I'll be streaming pretty soon on Twitch myself. Not under this name. It'll be under Hate the Human Race. And if you want to join me on my channel, you're more than welcome. I'll definitely outline why the name is what it is, and why I feel that way. You know, Beast, well, Wake, or Wakespeare as I like to call him, he's a man of such wisdom and knowledge, and he's a teacher of sorts. I have a lot of respect for him because he uses a lot of rationalization, factual data, to form his opinions and beliefs. Although there is that one about the Bible, which we're not going to get into here. But yeah, that practice basically falls in line with what I do, how I've been programmed to process things psychologically rather than emotionally. He's a man who's shrouded in secrecy and mystery, but I of all people can appreciate that. He reminds me of Mr. Rogers in a sense, although unlike a Mr. Rogers where he spends the day out in the town and comes home, you know, changes his clothes, and you know, drops knowledge on all the kids. He Wake, I would imagine, does the opposite. In fact, I can show you what Beast does in his off time. Do you want to see? You do? Alright. Well, without further ado, this is what he does. So this is basically Beast's daily attire, where he, you know, he dresses up in these collared shirts oftentimes, and he pops the collar like this. Or you can wear it down, but yeah, he likes to pop the collar. And you see, what's fascinating about Beast is, like I said, when he goes out, you know, on his off time, this is what he does. So essentially, take this off. Pants come off. Sorry, Beast. He's wearing some leggings underneath. Nah, I'm just kidding. But then what you have here is... Hold on a sec. This is what he typically wears in his off time. What do you guys think of that? For those of you who know Wake, you know that he's a man of many talents. He's a well-read man. He's a scholar, he's a rapper. But did you know that he's Simperman? That should stay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Simperman.
Take a sip from the bottle. I'm about to be on the full throttle. Okay, lounging in the lazy boy. Maybe sometimes I play with lazy toys. I felt all of the joys that I think I can express nowadays. Ahoy is what I say on the ship. I'm not armed, but I'm swinging from the hip. I got something that makes you wanna raise chips and drop them on the lady sips. I got lips that are kissably soft. Even though they want them, I say get off. I cough, but not because I got the COVID. I'm here with you because I hold it sincere to me and to you that there's something that you and I ought to do with the time left in this fight for life. You in the chokehold with no ref. No one to say to break that hold. You gotta make sure that when you leave that you are bold enough to fight for yourself. That way you can make sure that your health is something that you keep for a long time. Even though I'm slanging on the rhyme, I'll drop dimes and you can get more than a quarter, even if you try to flee from the border. The order is up, I gotta serve it. I'm giving you something like facts if you deserve it. If you're nervous, maybe you swerve this. But if you get hit anyway, maybe you deserve this. I feel a little pain, I'm giving you something full in the brain. Tact is something that you can attain, but only if calm in your spirit you remain. Full octane gas is what I'm flowing on. Right? Okay, I think that was about 30 more seconds. Okay, it drops back down. I'm smiling, but you know I'm not a clown. I got a frown, and it amounts to something more than the rain that comes down when it pours. It's heavy when I drive the Chevy. That's why I deliver it, and my name is still the same. If you want to say something, then please just remain in the chat, and you can speak all that. We can go back and forth tit for tat, and after that, maybe we can learn something. Maybe back up more than we are fronting, or just trying to pretend that we're better off than something worse than friends, like enemies looking at each other's back. I'd rather do sit-ups and get the six-pack. All right. So let's jump back to the video, guys. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a bird, it's not a plane. I present to you Simperman! What do you think? Essentially, he should be like this, yeah. Can't forget. Yeah, well, yeah, I am a barber, so I'd be remiss if I didn't hook you up, Beast. I hope you don't mind. I gave you a goatee and a Caesar. Hope that's alright with you. I mean, after all, that's how a superhero represents himself out in the public, huh? I'll bring it a little closer for you guys. See the detail on that. Hard work pays off, boys and girls. If you've been to his channel before, if you've seen his work, you know that he has bars, so I figured it only appropriate if I could give these accurate representation.
Beast, did you say you used to play DDR? Yes, I used to play DDR competitively back when I was a teenager. In high school and after high school, I did a lot of DDR. It's a lot of fun.
Hold up. Guys, I dug into the archives and I found a relic. Check it out.
Okay! Are you ready? Show me your hottest moves!
I got you set up and everything, huh?
Yeah. Maybe I should be shocked. I'm a big boy, so yo, maybe not. I should be big and bold enough to be strong, even though around me things are done wrong. Doesn't matter the beat to the song, I'm gonna freestyle and make words to go along with the things that I just said. I'm gonna freestyle until the day I'm dead. I got dreads, metaphorically speaking. Dead is what I'm seeking, not to be while I got life. I got a whole new lease on this new wife that I master, husband, my power. I'm gonna be done in about 3 hours. Yo, I'm gonna take that bath because when I was a kid I was great at math. I did all of my algebra and then I quit and went back to school because I said I didn't want to lose. I had about 4 more years to get all the clues and put them together in one big spot. I said I will fail, maybe not. I'm gonna go back and do my thing, and when I'm done I'm gonna have a new pinky ring. I sang and do my dance. The girlfriend never had no chance for romance. Up out of my pocket, I'm like a dancer when I pop lock it. I open it up because I got the key. Even though all the honeys want to marry me, I foresee myself in a situation that brings maximum elation. I'm going to romance her any chance I get, and when I'm done, I'm gonna sit back and take my time when I do it, because when I start, it's hard to quit. When I get fired up, don't lie, you know you're not tough. You wanna be rough and bang with the best, but I know when there's fear in your chest. I can see it, I can smell it like a pit bull. I know that you're up here being a fool and you think it's cool, but it's really not. I got something in my hand, it's not a shot of vodka for you to have that drink. I'm more dangerous than you might think. I got something like fuel in my tank, and I'm gonna take all the greenbacks to the bank, and I'm gonna bring it round like an airplane. I'ma lay it down nice smooth on this runway, and I'm done now. That's all I got to say.
What you got there, Wake? What? What's this? Let me see. Oh, I know what this is. Wait, you sure you want me to share this with everybody? You sure? You're not embarrassed? Alright, well, okay, well, alright, I'll do it, alright, well, so, he might be Simperman now, which means he's essentially mastered, the art of non-simping, or simp-free tendencies, simpless tactics, I don't know, so, essentially what this is it's a love letter that Beast wrote in the 3rd grade, am I right? Yeah, so he wrote this in the 3rd grade, and it reads, oh, that's right, this was one you wrote in the 3rd grade. Why'd you keep it all this time? Oh, okay, so you wrote it in the 3rd grade, and then you tried to use the same love note on someone else
In the 6th grade,
and you tried to scratch the name out, but you can see there was a name already there before, Beast. Not too bright, huh? Well, these are his simping origins, so the letter reads, "Oh, Jenny, I love you so, more than you will ever know. When I look at you, I know we'll go to all those places lovers know. Will you be my girlfriend? Circle 1, yes or no?" Oh, Beast. Well, that was nice, but I'm sure, as you told us already, Jenny didn't appreciate that. It was, and I don't know, did Brenda even answer yes or no? Because she didn't even circle 1. Anyway, okay, well, thanks for sharing that, Beast. I hope, hope you've endeared yourself to the people with that one. I can't really say for sure.
Find the solution. All of the world amassed in confusion. You feel you're losing ground. I have a better sound. I hope for my sake and yours that you stick around. And maybe we can find something. Something a bit is better than nothing, of a lot of what you don't got. Oh, it's hot, but I'm guaranteed to stir the pot. I got the flames that come off my tongue. I speak with the vigor of men who are young, but I got the wisdom of a man twice my age. I am standing here and I hope to be a sage of eternity so people can learn from me. And maybe I can open doors and just turn the key for you. And maybe even myself. Got to keep an eye on your own mental health. If you don't, it might get away from the best of you. Doing things in reality that you shouldn't do, like abuse things that give you happiness. I guarantee that there is deeper bliss.
What you got there, Beast? What is that? Is that what I think it... Oh, nah, thank you. I already got to work in one of those. What was that? Oh, you want me to pass it around? Oh, spread the knowledge. Well, I mean, I could try, but I mean, there's a lot of hard heads out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's a lot of resistance, Beast. What can I really say? All I can do is my best. I'll try though. All right, for you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the knowledge you've given me to enhance mine. But yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, you got more bars for us. Oh, shit. Okay. You got more bars for us. And a crowbar too? Which one do I want? Plata o plomo. I mean, I'll take this one, because I'm not a man of crime. So, I'm a man of riches, so. Dang, you got more bars for us. Which one do I want? Of course, I'm gonna take the sayonara simping bars, even though I said sayonara to simping a long time ago. I love your sayonara simping bars, man. They pretty much have all the essential vitamins and minerals to get rid of simping, right? So, I mean, you already concocted the formula. Of course, I'm gonna take the simping bars. We can open it this way. If you noticed, you can rip it open like that, as like, boxes of cookies come, and like Kind bars and Cliff bars and things of that nature. But for the purposes of preserving the accessory, I'm just gonna open it. Just gonna open it the regular way. Oh shit. What up, Pete? What you got there? Which ones we got here? What flavors, Beast? Huh? Oh shit, which one you got in your hand? Oh, that looks mad good. Which one's that? Strawberry shortcake? Let me have a good look at that. That looks awesome. Hey, mind if I have a... Oh yeah, I'll take a bite. Appreciate that, Beef.
Why do I do this? I'm glad you asked, Soin. I'll tell you why I do this. I do this because one day my heart is going to ask me a question. And it's going to ask you the same question. I mean, we all have to face this question. And that question is going to be, who are you? Yes, who are you? Is the question your heart is going to ask you. And you're going to have to give an answer. Now, if I were to ask you that question now, you can lie to me. Not saying you would, but you can. You can lie to your parents. You can lie to the government. You can lie to your friends and your wife, your children. But you can't lie to yourself. Because your heart knows your bullshit. So when your heart finally corners you and asks you that question, who you are, what are you prepared to say? I don't know. I never found out. Give me 5 minutes to dope up, or to drink up, or to turn up on whatever substance I'm used to, and I'll tell you that in a few minutes. Is that what you're going to tell your heart? It won't work. It won't work. What will you say? So I'm doing this so I'll have something to tell my heart. That for the time that I had strength, power, youth, vigor, a sharp mind, and a sharp tongue, I chose to use these things in the purpose of preserving the order that I inherited from my ancestors. Aren't you proud of your inheritance? You have one. Even if you're broke, you have an inheritance. Look at you. You've inherited the best of your father, the best of your mother. Don't you deserve the best? Shouldn't you be giving yourself the best by virtue of that? Shouldn't you be doing your best to preserve order and to create it where it doesn't exist? Standing on that line that was created by your ancestors and mine, between all things worth preserving, our institutions, our abstractions, and our ideas that even make life in civilized groups possible. The abstraction of freedom and justice and righteousness. Show me where these things exist on the periodic table. What is the atomic weight, gentlemen, of liberty? It's a malformed question, isn't it? Because these things don't exist naturally. Peace, righteousness, and justice only exist when we reach out to the raw circumstances of this world and mold them. Thank you, lovely. Those bits. So we look back in the past with deep admiration at the men who got things started. And here we are inheriting it. Do you feel privileged? Judding says, I would dare say Albert Einstein put much more thought into his words than yours. Well, he certainly put much more thought into his words than you did, since you didn't even proofread your sentence, friend. So why should I continue with your point if your point wasn't valid enough to you to proofread it? If you want to cut me with words, I guarantee you my blade is sharper than yours, and I can cut you a lot more than you can cut me, friend. You want to try again? You want to try typing that sentence again? I mean, if you're going to insult me, do your best to proofread. Or do what I sometimes encourage young people to do. Type what you want to say into Microsoft Word, and then just go back and right click on all the words with the red squiggly line underneath. Okay, that's a good rule of thumb. Give that a chance. You can do that. Or type everything into your cell phone, like you're going to send it in a text message, and then rely on the autocorrect to correct your. But your autocorrect in your phone may not have caught that because you didn't misspell a word. You just used it in the wrong place. But I'm going to lay off of you now because I just met you, Juddings. But tell me something, Juddings. What do people get wrong about you most often? Share that with us, friend. You spelled dog wrong. And you're also missing a period at the end of your sentence. I could do this all day, Juddings, but you can't. But I can, right? And what is the purpose of, and I hope you're taking this the right way, Juddings, because this is what we're here for, okay? We're here to sharpen each other, myself included. So me pointing out your misspelled words and your lack of punctuation and your lack of attention to detail and your short-sightedness, this is only an attempt to sharpen you. And I hope, gentlemen, including you, Juddings, that if you caught me slipping in a similar fashion, you would sharpen me too, because that's the greatest gift you could give to a man, is a whetstone against which to sharpen himself. And that's what we provide for each other. A place where we can find the edge that perhaps we lack. And even if we have been a polished blade up until now, there probably is some area that maybe someone else here has advanced further than we have that we can learn from. And as long as we rely on each other for that purpose, we'll never be weak and we'll always be useful. And so to that end, gentlemen, you included, Juddings, I want you all to do something between today And tomorrow, I want you to do something that takes far more patience, far more love, and far much effort than simply pointing out the inconsistencies and the faults of another person. I want you to be strong. I got a $20 donation. Thank you, crazy bro. When my heart will ask me who I am, I will answer, I am the one who carries you, and you are the one that keeps me alive. Keep the good work, beast. Indubitably, crazy bro, and you do the same. You hold up the sky where you are, and I'll hold up the sky above me. And if we all do that, maybe the sky won't fall for another day or two, right? And to that end, gentlemen, I want you to hold the sky where you are. And I want you to do that by providing an example of what the world should look like, or how people should look in this world if they were trying their best. Make it so that when people see you today, they can say if boss man and factual, if lovely lace, if star power, Kyrie, crazy bro, if these individuals can be strong, then maybe I can be strong too, because it only appears as if they're trying, right? And I can try to be strong. I mean, if another man can try and do something, then so can I. And before you say you can't be strong, or you won't, by virtue of you being here, you just did. So get up, gentlemen. Go out into the world. And I want you to do it one more time. But this time, do it sober.
What's that, beast? What you need? What you need from us? To do it one more time? One more time what? Sober? Alright. I can dig it. I'll do it. How about you guys? You gonna do it? Do what, you ask?
Wake your beast.